The name of the talk today is Deep, Deep, Deep. And I want to very meticulously, if I can, craft the message so that you really understand some of the steps of healing and what is necessary. And before we even, before I even get to the main part of the talk, I want to remind you that until you feel safe, wherever you are in the world, you won't even allow yourself to really look at what's going on. Feeling safe in your surroundings, in your company, is one of the single most important things in order for you to be willing to look at yourself and then catch the stuff that's in the way. And that isn't always the easiest thing to orchestrate. But I believe we do a good job of it here. So one of the things, and the main thing I want you to leave here with today, is the understanding that you have within you, I have within me, all of the wisdom, the know-how, the understanding, and even the guidance system necessary to find the answers to all of our own life's most demanding questions. That there's actually, there are people who can love you and support you, and there are authors and inspirational people, and the Bible, and the Science of Mind textbook, and practitioners. Yes, all of that exists. And all of that which exists within each of them exists within you. Very important. And it's as important to remember that as it is important to remember to show sometimes some humility and ask for help. Sometimes in this metaphysical teaching, we don't want to ask for help because I just told you it's in you, right? So then you go home and think, well, it's inside me. I shouldn't have to ask for help. I shouldn't have to go to somebody. But they coexist. Sometimes you ask for help. Sometimes you look inside of yourself. And it all depends upon what's going on at the moment. But there's a very important lesson you need to get, and I'm going to tell you about it, and then we're going to do a demonstration. Would my practitioners, licensed practitioners in the room, please stand for a moment? Okay, there's more than this, but okay. Will my practitioner students, my Prac 2 students, okay, Bernalee, yep, okay, my Prac 2 students. Would anybody stand who has had the accumulative of about 3 years of study with me, or in any other centers? Okay. Good, now you see these people? I have an expectation about the minds of these individuals standing that I'm going to now explain. Thank you. Now sit. If you've only been coming here a very short time, you might like the feeling here, and you might like the vibration, and you might like the wisdom and the teaching, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have the discipline of mind yet that is required to hear something from someone and not believe it. And what I mean is, when someone comes up to you and they're in a bad way, their life is a little rough or something, and they come up to you and they start telling you about what's going on and what's heavy on their heart, or maybe they're grieving, you're believing in their grief. You might be believing in the struggle. You might believe that, wow, this is terrible. I'm going to be worrying about this person. You might go down that road. And when you do, I want to show you a demonstration of what happens. So I have two counterparts today, Reverend Joel and Donnie Barnes. So we're going to show you how things, yeah, you can give them a little warm applause. Yeah, thank you. So we're going to demonstrate the difference of what happens when something lands in an undisciplined mind or in a disciplined mind. There's no judgment in this. This is just a level of understanding and spiritual practice. Everybody understand? Okay. So, You know, Donnie, I went to the doctor the other day, and the nurse calls me back, and he says the doctor has to see me right away, and I haven't had time to get there yet.
Oh my God!
I know. I don't know what to do.
If a doctor wants to see you,
I know. I'm really worried.
I know, me too. What could it be?
I hope it's nothing, but I've been having this discomfort and this stuff inside me, and I've been having this pain in my side.
Oh, that's bad.
I know.
Oh,
I'm a little worried. I haven't even told Neil yet because I don't want him to worry.
Oh, he's going to flip out. He's going to be so worried.
I know.
Oh, Michelle. I'm so sorry.
Got that? Reverend Joel. Thank you, Donnie. Joel, I got to talk to you. Got a call. I went to the doctor, got a call from the nurse, and she told me that the doctor wants to see me right away. I didn't get a chance to go there yet. I think I'm going to go tomorrow, and I actually don't know what to do. I'm a little concerned.
I can see. I'm going to hold this with you and know the truth for you.
I didn't even tell Neil. I don't want him to worry. You know?
Yeah, I hear it.
Would you pray for me?
I will. Let's go into prayer right now.
Thank you. Thank you. The disciplined mind. So what happens in the undisciplined mind, she's now carrying my worry. She's carrying the toxicity. She might even, now here's the thing, because God is where? Everywhere. When? All the time. Is there any thought you can think that is not acted upon? No. Everything you think is a direct communication with the one intelligence that acts upon our thinking and feeling. So what happens is now Donnie's walking around and she's now thinking of me. Oh my God, she's sick. The doctor's waiting to talk to her. Oh, poor Neil. Oh, they're just married a year. What? Oh my God, I wonder what's going to happen. And this is now something that, because she's emotional, because it's the emotions that carry the message. Are you hearing me? It's those emotions that carry the message. So now she's emotional. She's thinking about me in the worst possible ways. I love Donnie, but I'm probably not. Donnie is not that person. Let me be clear. I love her, but I'm probably not going to tell her what's wrong. I'm probably not going to tell her what's going on with me. And there's sometimes, even with us, you know, we can kibitz a lot, the practitioners and such. We can kibitz. And so sometimes we can be a little silly or stupid with each other. But when I need their practitioner hat, I'll say to them, Elaine, I need you to put your practitioner hat on for me right now. The practitioner hat, the metaphysical thinking that works to hold us up, is one where she will hear me but not believe something I tell her to be my truth. Is that clear? So you have people that love you dearly. They love you. And I'll say to someone, well, did you talk to anyone about that? And they'll say, I called my friend. But if the friend is not equipped, it is actually a bother to them. It's actually a bother. And it is not in your favor to tell your friends or your unequipped family members those things. That's why here on a Sunday, it is so good for some of you who hang around a little longer and you like to sit and socialize. It's so wonderful. It's actually so wonderful. I love when you don't want to go home. And you sit and you chat and you go in the corners and the high tables. So even if you're new, the way we do this, the way practitioners do this, is we don't listen to the items, to the details. We look at the heart of the person. We look deeper within them. And so if someone's telling you something and they're really in a tizzy, you might want to say to them, do you want us to call a practitioner over? If you think it's landing in you and you don't know what to do, we have practitioners all over the place now. You could easily say, let's get a practitioner to talk to us. Let's go treat with a practitioner. Because then we have some discipline. And I want to keep using that word because turning to an optimistic, uplifting idea takes discipline. And that's the work of the mind. But I also said I want you to know that you have a source deep within you. So one of the first things that we have to do is to be willing to see ourselves. We have to be willing to see what's going on, and we have to be willing to name it. Once you name it, and again, try to name it around a safe place. Once you name it, you begin to become free. It ceases to own you. So I had a couple of things happen for me this week. In class the other night, in my Prac 2 class, there's so few of them practicing with each other. And as a matter of fact, if you want to get some practitioner sessions, we have practitioner interns who need some practice. I'm happy to help you to get that work with them because they need the work and it supports you also. So what happened was I decided to throw myself in the mix so they can get somebody new to work with instead of each other. And I realized that there had been something laying on my heart for a bit. And I called myself out in the class because I needed to start to be free from this thing. And it's amazing how light I began to feel afterwards. So it's a work in progress, and I will continue to get support. But as I was willing to see it, you know what they say, if you see it, say it. It's the same thing when it's inside of you. If you see it, say it. Because then it says you're not ashamed. And it says it's not landing on your heart. And it is absolutely critical for that to be one of the first things you do. And then once I did that, I got prayer support, of course, because that's what I do. So there's a movement inside of me for something that I've been really hiding, to be honest with you, because I had some shame wrapped around it. But this is the work that we do. So then the other night, Friday night, I'm always telling you I'm an introvert, and I am an introvert. That's the truth. However, Friday night, and I've been doing a lot of prayer work and meditation, I walk out of the kitchen Friday night, and this didn't come to me till the middle of the night when we went home. Somewhere I woke up with it, I'm not sure how. And I opened the door of the kitchen, and I started to step out, and I realized it's not just that I'm an introvert, that there's some fear about being present in an entire room of people. And I'd never seen it before. So what I know is that as I opened up this one part of me and called myself out, I became more willing to see myself, which freed up this other space, which allowed me then to see something else. And that might sound kind of odd doing what I do for a living, but it's true, and I could physically feel it in my body. And when we get in touch with our bodies, and we did that example last week of the positive language and the negative language, and I asked you to feel into your body temple, remember? So as you begin to learn to recognize the messages from your body, you will be shown things that you might not catch the message, the thinking of right away, but your body will tell you, pay attention to your body. I want to say it again and again, it does not lie. So what I'd like to do is I'd like you to, right now, bring to mind something that you're currently dealing with. Something. Doesn't have to be a big thing. Just Maybe there's a health thing, maybe it's a financial thing, maybe a relationship thing. Just bring to mind something small. And then, if you will, please close your eyes and get very quiet. Now come with me deep inside. Let's go together in that place where we all connect, where it's no longer you and me. Let's go to that one place that's open, that's free, that is vast. Let's sink deep into our hearts. And you've heard this before, but it's the place where you have never been hurt, harmed, or injured in any way. And inside that place, there's a wisdom, a knowledge, an understanding. What I'd like you to do is to bring this thing that is up for you, whatever the current issue is, and bring it down deep into the belly of your wisdom. And hold it in a way that you're coddling it almost as if it was a baby. And using your imagination, just look around inside of yourself and see what wisdom is there. See what guidance is there. See what love is there. What sense of direction is available? And to yourself silently ask, what do I need to know? How do I transcend this experience? What do I need to change? And listen to the wisdom that lives within, the intelligence, the inspiration. Feel safe. Feel the love that surrounds us in this room right now. And as something comes to you, it could be as simple as you're okay the way you are, or maybe there's a conversation you need to have that you've been avoiding. Grab hold of that and thank whatever direction it came from. And when you're ready, bring it with you as you open your eyes and bring it into the room.